Shio Nagata, today we are going to look at how to put a sphere inside a cube, and you can calculate the volume or the emptiness and be able to print it. And we are going to slice the top off just so we can kind of see inside. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. We're going to go to Insert. We're going to insert a cube, and we're going to use this green 8Z cube, and I'm going to go ahead and slide it off to the side. Remember, we got our 3 dimensions, Y, X, and Z. And to recall, you can rotate an object in the 3 dimensions if you want. And notice I got it back to 0. And we can shrink them. And this would shrink them in proportion, or you can shrink it individually by the dimension. So side to side, width, length, or height. So I'm going to go back to translate or move, and I'm going to move sideways. Alright, now we're going to add our sphere, and going to go ahead and paint that a different color so we can kind of see it. And we're going to go with red or Gigae, and oops, got to actually click on it and accept. And so what we're going to do now is actually hollow these out. This saves on printing time and materials. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the sphere, go to Edit, got some options, and we're going to hollow it out. And it's taking its time here. And the wall thickness will be 1 millimeter, so very thin, very breakable. If we want it to be a little thicker, we go to 2 or 1.5. Let's go to, let's just keep it at 1. And click Accept. So now this is hollow. We're going to do the same thing with our cube. We're going to go ahead and hollow it. 1 millimeter. Accept. Alright, now we're going to place the sphere inside the cube. Go ahead and slide it over. Notice it looks like it disappears, but it's actually in the volume of the cube. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that makes it kind of difficult to see. So what we're going to now do is I'm going to click on the green cube, 8Z, and we are going to paint it, the material, and we're going to change it to translucent. What's nice about that is we can see inside. Alright, the other thing we're now going to do is select all. We are going to slide this over back to the middle. Alright, and we've got a nice cube, and actually I'm going to look at the bottom here. It meets at the bottom. Could maybe take the sphere down just a little bit. Oh, I gotta deselect. Just grab the sphere. Alright. So now we are going to select the cube and select all. And the last step is to kind of cut the top off. So we are going to hit Edit, Split. This cool feature basically cuts or chops on a plane here. So we could chop it in half and we would be left with a bowl, or continue to rise. That's pretty cool. All the way to where this is the top. We won't split anything here, but we want to come down to where it's dark green. And what right now we're keeping the bottom. If we wanted to keep the top, that's what we would keep. And that kind of helps give us some thoughts on how. Let's see, keep top, keep bottom. Yep, we need to drop that down just enough to where we can see inside and split. Looks like nothing changed really, so we're going to split that one more time. Come down to right about there. And split. Now we should be able to see inside. And just to make sure, I'm going to deselect, click on the cube, and paint it back to its original color or solidness, so it's not translucent. And that actually would help us with our splitting. So let's go back to the split and drop down to right there and split one more time. There we go. We learn things as we go along. So there we got our sphere in our box, some space around, and we chop the top off. And that's it. Thank you very much. Ski.